Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymore, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Boom, boom, boom. This is episode 380. This is huge. Like, we did a circle and then a little bit extra.
We're going back. We're in a roundabout and we don't know how it works.
We don't.
We don't.
I mean,
we're Americans.
Yeah,
that's
like,
how
that's
it works.
not... Roundabouts are of the devil. Ugh. Okay, so this week, lots of big things have jumped off. A lot of things have happened. Okay, so for the fun, we've got What If. Have you watched the first episode?
No, that's going to be later tonight.
Okay, then I won't say anything, but...
It's Peggy Carter, Captain Britain. It has to be awesome.
Not Captain Britain.
Oh.
I will stop you on that one.
Oh.
Not Captain Britain. I won't tell you what it is, but it's not Captain Britain. Yes. But you will love it. If you don't love it, I quit the show.
That's fair.
Okay. Just letting you know. I can't wait for this one. I hate the fact that it's weekly because I'm really like, I want some more.
No, see, I'm the opposite because like the weekly nature of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus has become like this anchor point each week. My family gets together. We have dinner.
That's a good point.
It's like it's binging. Like Stace loves binging. I don't know. I'm like feeling old.
No,
like,
well, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm just being greedy. Like, I just want more.
I want it all right now.
I really do. But this one, I enjoyed a lot, so I can't wait to hear what you think. Okay, so also, when it comes to the industry being shaken up, Substack, sir.
Yeah.
What are we feeling here?
I don't know how to process it.
Okay.
When Image happened,
right?
It was insanely talented creators kind of moving off of the major publishers for the first time and saying, we're going to create our own thing.
Right.
There were still hard physical copies.
Yep.
That went through, we sold a ton of them.
Yeah.
With Substack, though,
no physical books.
Yeah, it's Image without the physical. So, like, the creative teams, the creators that have been announced so far, rumored to be on board, are amazing.
Yes.
I can sell tons of whatever they write.
100%. But... if you're not getting access to those books, and as cool as so I'm a creator, as cool as it is to create a bigger wealth channel for creatives, and I think that's fantastic. I wouldn't want it at the cost of a foundational, institution like comic shops. I'm still really worried about that. No disrespect to anybody that's got this deal happening. I just hope that comic shops are part of the equation, because this is, as much as we love the digital space, there is something intrinsic about comic culture that can only be cultivated in a shop.
That analog interaction with other people of like minds and discussions about what makes this book bad, what makes this book good. Have you tried reading this yet? Take it. That's going to disappear. Well, it's not. I mean, it's going to be online, but it's going to be
the same.
Different. If they're digital first and then they distribute, then I'm 100% on board.
All power to it. But hopefully that comes out that is the explanation and intent, because otherwise, like, things like this weekend, Free Comic Book Day this weekend, where does that go? Like, this is the whole point, is to celebrate comic shops, things like that.
Grow the pie.
Right. So things that take away literally from the pie in a big bad way,
not
I'm a
great.
little nervous. I'm wondering, though, and this is going to sound crazy, so if some of the more popular mainstream creators are moving to this digital space, does this open up an avenue for more indie creators to put a foothold in comic shops, just as we saw last year when Diamond didn't distribute, all the mainstream books kind of halted, only indie comics were still flourishing. Maybe it's time that the indies step into the more storefront space and see if that can work. Well, I think that could work.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff out there that is amazing that isn't necessarily Superman, Wonder Woman, or Spider-Man, Avengers, and it might give it a moment. Like, people need to try it.
Yeah,
like that's like one of the things that when you're in a store and that analog interaction, we can be like, "Hey, have you heard of AfterShock? Hey, have you heard of Behemoth?" And without that, I don't know. It's weird. I'm torn between complete pessimism and fear, which I'm really, really good at. And
no! Don't do that.
Or this, where it's going to open up a space where new voices can come in, new writers, new artists, new titles. Like it's gonna open up that space. And I just have to focus on the fact that there's so much awesome coming out right now, that we're in this golden age of new material, that it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We just got to figure it out. Figure out what the new is. One of the other big industry shifts, shakeups, and all that stuff, Wizard World is shuttering its doors, being integrated into Fan Expo now.
I almost texted you the second I saw it. I was like, "No, he's getting blown up. He's getting blown up."
It was so much. It was such a crazy thing. So I didn't know.
Really,
I did not know. I had suspicions of future givings.
Yeah.
But I did not know that this was actually in the works. So it kind of pulled the rug under me as well. But here's the thing that is most pressing to my thoughts, my heart, my mind. Yeah. There were 6 shows that Fan Expo got.
Yeah.
What happens to the other ones that they didn't?
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they just canceled? Are they maybe being marketed to another group?
I don't know. Like, maybe they could be smaller parcels sold off to another institution or whatever, but those weren't described.
Yeah.
And considering the big shift that's happening, it doesn't look like anybody would be sticking around with Wizard that would be facilitating that. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really curious, particularly because Columbus is one of them.
Yeah,
Columbus is one of the.
Right. It wasn't in that list.
It was not on the list. So while I'm very excited for what Fan Expo has in store, I mean, they are growing huge.
Oh, yeah, they're ridiculous.
International, they've got MegaCon this weekend. So shout out to everybody that's at MegaCon this weekend. Shout out to the former Wizard World family, now Fan Expo family that's down there. But yeah, I'm really curious. Yeah. Like, obviously Wizard World brought Mid-Ohio Comic Con. Yeah. And there has been clamoring for that to return for years. Yeah. So is this now the time? Maybe? Maybe not Mid-Ohio Comic Con, but Central Ohio Comic Con? I don't know.
Something you can't get sued for.
Yeah. I don't know. Central Ohio Comic Con? No, never mind. We're not going to call it that.
Yeah.
That could be... No.
So close.
Yeah, I just saw the letters and I'm like, no, we can't call it that. That wouldn't... Never mind. Yeah. So, with that in mind, we've got some cool books that we read this week. Yes. We're going to start with the honorable mentions, as always. Mm-hmm. And where do you want to start? We've got 2 that are the same.
All right.
Then we defer.
Yes. Talk to me about X-Men Legends. I freaking love the old school 90s vibe that these books give.
Oh, and it is raging in this one. Okay, so we've got X-Men Legends number 6. This is X Factor. It's the continuation of that story. Yeah. You only get 2 issues per creative team or story style. This one, of course, Peter David, Todd Knock. So much fun with this one. There is a moment that makes the whole issue worthwhile. Let's see if I can find that for you, because it is utterly hilarious and fantabulous, and I can't believe... Would it ever happen? No, but it's funny. Right there. I don't believe that that's canon. But ain't that funny? Like, it's just... Yeah. Once you read it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, read it again. Yeah. Because that's a moment. And literally, I was reading, I was like, this is good. I got to that moment, I'm like, this is amazing. Thank you so very much for that. Peter, you're, obviously a treasure and a blessing to the entire comics community. But this one right here, this is a gift. Absolute gift.
All right, we're going to go Pennyworth.
Yes.
Number 1, DC Comics. Let's see. The creative team is Wilson. God, they hide everything so
I don't know why they do that now.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Wilson, Gideon, Rausch.
Okay.
That's a creative team. All right. It was fun. Mm-hmm. I'm going to read issue 2 because it's got the weird thing is it's a really, really good James Bond story.
Okay.
And it's interesting. I'm having trouble taking my mind off the fact that this is Alfred.
Gotcha.
Like that he was an actual badass before he was with the Waynes, and it's getting my head around that.
Gotcha.
Because it's conceptually we know it.
Yeah.
But seeing it
like this.
Yeah.
Now this had a show, right? Wasn't there a Pennyworth show?
They were talking about doing one.
I thought there was.
I don't know if it's come out yet. I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's 1960s.
Okay.
It's spy thriller.
I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's weird because it's a James Bond story.
I like that.
So.
Okay, so I've got a pitch, DC. Hit me up. Are you ready? Pennyworth versus Pennywise. Okay? Of Spies and Clowns. Let's make it happen. Come on.
No.
What do you mean? Listen. It all goes into the continuity backstory when Alfred has instituted this fear of clowns in Bruce Wayne, and this is why.
No, it's that's making a really delicious sorbet that is actually a super powerful laxative. I love sorbet.
Yes.
No.
Come on.
Oh,
no.
God, no.
All right.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas snacks.
All right. So if you're not going for that, what sort of Batman action are you going for?
Maybe something from the late 80s.
Oh, look at that. Batman 89, number 1 of 6. There's a lot of numbers in this one. I feel like there's a code here. We've got Sam Hamm, one of the greatest names in comics. I don't even care.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And then Joe Quiones doing the artwork. Joe has done such a great job at capturing likenesses that you can't help but hear.
It's Billy D.
100%.
Like, I see Billy D, I hear Billy D. It's perfect.
The only thing that this is missing is the smell of Colt 45. Nope, scratch that. Has that too. So it's fine.
And I think I will actually fisticuffs with people if they disagree with me on who that is. We know who that is.
You know who that is.
We know.
If that's... You know who that is. Without question. It just made the soundtrack play even louder in my head.
Because it hit. I was like, oh,
100%. Yeah, I see the future, and it will be. Okay, so this one is interesting to me because by placing it in 89, this is pre-returns in anything that follows. But possibly post the 89 movie.
Possibly. I like that phrase. Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure exactly, but possibly post this.
It just hit me.
Yeah.
Why, if it's possibly, it's got this.
Yes. So that's like, it's super exciting. When they announced this, and granted, like they've been doing the Batman 66 and Wonder Woman 77, which has been really cool. But moving into the movies has me super excited. Yeah. So for this one, it's an interesting thought. I'm super excited for Superman 78 as well. Here's my question to you. Let's go back in the Wayback Machine. Yeah. When Batman came out in 89, do you think, because I had this argument with a friend earlier, do you think that the general public considered that movie a comic book movie or a Batman movie? By way of explaining, how many people recognize Batman as a comic book character versus from the 66 show or just an element that they've just always known?
That's actually a really good question.
Thank you. I try.
So I'd have been about 14 then.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's. I think Batman's one of those characters, kind of like Superman.
Yes.
Where they are woven into the fabric of at least Americana.
100%.
They've always been there, or people our age and younger, even older. They've always been there. Yeah. Like it's always been.
The how that they got there is almost irrelevant. Like, because I didn't become a comic book reader till the death of Superman, which is virtually 3 years after 89 comes out. But I definitely saw Batman 89 in theaters. Like, I went to go see Batman. Did not go see a comic book movie. It's the correlation that Batman was a comic book never occurred. The argument really went that the idea of a comic book movie didn't start until X-Men. That's when we really understood what that was, and that's what we got. I can see that.
Because with Batman, there was so much ancillary merchandise. That wasn't directing you to a comic store.
Not at all.
It was Batman t-shirts, Batman...
The Warner Brothers call-in number. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So,
brilliant. So just thought. Okay. Last but not least on the honorable mentions, Ordinary Gods number 2, Kyle Higgins. We got Felipe Watanabe, Frank William. Frank, I don't know what magic you're weaving on the colors, but I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Like, a whole lot. It's really solid. Okay, so we know from the first issue, the mythos is these godlike beings reborn in human bodies in a sense of reincarnation time after time. The goal is to stop this cycle and kind of put them back into a position of power of sorts.
Yeah, because they've been imprisoned on Earth, because Earth is a crappy prison planet.
For the gods!
Yeah, which,
it says so much.
It really does.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of like a metaphor for...
For Cleveland. Sorry, Mom. I gotta be honest. Love you, though.
This is the Browns' year. I said it.
Put it in... Put it down. Put it in writing.
Get your Browns Super Bowl tattoos right now.
Whoa. Slow down. That's permy. I wouldn't do that. I don't
just cross out the number and put the next one. It's
you can do it on an XI year. Like, that's when you can just add ones to it. It's fine.
It's your window.
Yeah, it's your window. It's your Super Bowl win. Super Bowl champion X question mark.
Yes. We had the most fun. We won.
There you go. I like that thought. Oh, yeah. Okay, so with this one, the mystery continues, right? We are uncovering our main character, God Source.
Yeah.
Finding out the other uncovered individuals.
Because he's been rescued by them.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe them.
No.
Why would you?
That would be crazy talk.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, you guys are weird, and no.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it came to the bodyguards.
Yes.
And the one that we see in this one, did you think that they miscalculated as to a person's value or worth?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I really think they do.
Yeah, because when you're supposed to be someone important, that's not what I would...
Yeah.
I wouldn't bank on that one. Like,
No.
Read it and you'll know.
Yeah.
It's good. Which character most intrigues you, though?
The dog.
Yes.
Because it makes me wonder, like, all right, they have the same natural lives.
Yeah.
Or the physical form does. So, by putting the consciousness of these immortal beings in different species, like, what if you make one of them a goldfish? You will never find that goldfish.
Ever.
And it will die.
Ever.
A cicada.
17 years.
Right? Like, we have one moment, let's find this guy. So, like,
now's our time.
Really, really intrigues me. Because how did they...
That's deep. Does the dog die faster? I don't know. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Keep reading, and you will discover more, but yes.
Yeah, quit stalling. You're going to want to read this issue.
Well, you Hitlered that on the head right there, didn't you? Had to throw it off.
Yeah.
Just to make it shifty.
Nobody knows.
All right, so for the books of the week, we have 2 that are the same.
Yes.
1 that's different.
Yes.
Please hit me with that Defenders #1.
Alrighty. Al Ewing, Javier Rodriguez, and Alvaro Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
I normally don't give a crap about the Defenders.
I get that.
It is a superhero team that has never spoken to me.
Yeah.
Every time I have to order it for the store, I'm white-knuckling it thinking, how many am I over-ordering by? And I saw Al Ewing.
Yeah. Changes everything.
Like, dang, all right, I better go bigger. And it is really, really solid.
Okay.
It is...
What's the roster on this one?
That.
Really?
Yeah, that is the Defenders team. So we got Silver Surfer, we got Strange, we got Betty Banner as Red Harpy.
Right.
We've got this person who I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
And then the masked dude from Marvel 1000.
What? That's who that is?
Yeah, that's who it is.
Oh.
So it's this really, really cool, like, it's super trippy. Al is channeling his, like, Jack Kirby Fourth World New Gods kind of stuff with this one.
Yes.
Time traveling, tarot cards that selects the members.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, it is gorgeous. It is so beautifully rendered. It really feels like, and I mean this in the most sincere praise possible, like an old school, like 1970s sort of story.
Yeah.
It's got that Silver Age vibe to it.
I'm picking that up.
It's so good. Like Stephen Strange's dialogue, it sounds like that, like when I was reading like back issues when I was a kid. So yeah, it's amazing. I liked it. And I didn't want to. So
I always found that the Defenders as a team was always oddly matched.
Yeah, it's like this super incongruous group of characters.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we need to maintain the intellectual property rights, and that's how the team was formed.
Right? But like when you put Silver Surfer on a team, I feel like that's not fair.
It really isn't. Like
it's
the stakes are either super high or someone's about to get
obliterated.
Yeah.
Like from the cosmos. Speaking of obliterated from the cosmos, I'm really good at this writer today. Masters of the Universe Revelations 2, story based on Kevin Smith's work and Rob Davis's work. This one is written by Tim Sheridan, who wrote episode 4 of the new show.
Nice.
So, okay, this, for my Skeletor fans out there, we get into his backstory. Heavy. As this one is explained, it's trippy. There are things said, things shown, and then you question, does he mean it? I don't know. Where did you get those scars? Like, it's that level of goodness. And, ooh. The weird thing, though, is I can't figure out when this takes place in regards to the show.
Oh.
I think it's, like, pre, but it's hard to pinpoint.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to pinpoint exactly when. So, if you did enjoy the show, definitely grab that. The art is a lot of fun. And if you are a true Skeletor fan, like we are, you will definitely hear it in a certain tone of voice.
Yes.
Like, you have to.
It is I!
That's the tone right there. That is it. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. If you're picking that up and you're like, oh, where's He-Man? Slap yourself. This one's not a He-Man issue. Okay?
Skeletor issue.
Skeletor. Get your mind right, okay? We're all about the purple. Purple in the skull face. There you go. All right.
This is actually a toughie.
Yeah, I was going to say, where do you want to go next?
Because we've got the mob versus a dragon.
Yes, we did say that.
Or the Secret Life of Walter Kitty. I just came up with that on the spot. I'm having a stroke.
My God, that is fantastic. Victoria, please use that. I'm giving permission for Ryan. He's having a stroke right now, so it's not his fault. Please use that. That is, oh my God, the Secret Life of Walter Kitty.
Just right now. Right now. Ask me my kids' birthdays. I don't know. But I came up with that.
We all have our talents, y'all. Yeah. Okay, this is what it is. Let's do the mob first. Oh, wait.
No.
Is it cool?
No,
okay.
I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so Campisi, the Dragon Incident. This is, again, from AfterShock.
Yep.
Slam dunk. James Patrick, Marco Licati, and Rachel Deering. Hey, Rachel. Okay, first and foremost, this book is pretty.
Yeah. The art, the color choices.
Yes.
All just superb.
Like, Marco handled everything, and you should get to, right? Like, everything. Draw it all. Color it all. It's fantastic. That was my first take.
Yeah.
And then I started reading.
Yeah.
James, I want to fight you. I want to fight you, eat your brains, and gain your knowledge. This, okay, as Ryan very delicately and eloquently said, it's the mob versus dragons. On its surface, that should be the dumbest thing ever. It is not. It is thoughtful. It is character driven. I feel for Sonny. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my God. Toei?
Right?
What? 2 days before? 2 days? Come on, man. Come on.
Sonny's torn. Sonny, like, he doesn't have he can't do anything.
No.
But we can see in that moment, he has a good heart on it.
It's so brilliant. I have never... Okay. One, the characterization of someone so dedicated to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Which obviously speaks to, somewhat of the mafia-esque tones of it.
Yeah.
But there's something authentic in this day and age of fast food chains and, people just not doing mom and pop stuff anymore. There's something pretty about this. Like, it's heartwarming. Even though, technically it's like, this dude's a mobster. But he's a mobster with a heart of gold.
Yeah. He's wanting his small area, his little neighborhood.
Yeah.
His buddy that owns a restaurant. Like, just take care of yourselves. Be good people. Everybody support each other.
Yeah.
Shop local.
Like, that's the whole thing. It's like a whole shop local commercial. Okay, so what I adored about this is the way that they treat dragons and creatures of such ilk.
Right?
Without... They don't tell you that this is what it is.
Right.
They just go.
Right. Because I thought it was super surprising.
Right.
And then when they reveal, I'm like, wait a minute. That's just
like, oh, that happened? Wow. Okay. Like, there was a plane crash today. Oh. That's terrible.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that totally, without telling us how the world functions,
completely
just rope-a-doped us.
Completely. And it was fantastic. I adored it. Okay, so the little write-up in the back, though.
Yes.
Did you read that?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, that kid deserved the F, okay?
Yes.
You wrote a horrible paper, but at the same time, there was an honesty there.
Yeah.
But I gotta be like, D+.
D+.
D+, definitely D+. Read it, and you will understand what we're talking about. Okay,
how are they going to deal with the dragon?
I don't... Oh, my God. How do you?
Right?
I mean... Because you're talking... Okay, based on what the dragon demanded.
Yes.
You got to turn snitch.
Yeah.
And depending on if this is a made person or not, you can't turn snitch.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't be no rat. Not even when a dragon demands it. Like,
that's going to reduce property values.
I'm more worried about the rib thing. Like, that's...
In 2 days to solve this.
2 days, man. The rib event.
The rib fest.
Like, that's like the Jazz and Rib Fest being canceled because of a dragon.
A dragon
like,
shows up here in Columbus, Ohio, and they're like,
please don't.
Here's my demands. Let's just give him what he wants.
I would totally... I would whack the dude and be like,
Here, Rib Fest.
Well, no, I can't whack him. That was part of the rule.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes it worse.
Right! I'm just saying. Oh,
Rib Fest.
These things matter, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, so this last one, which is definitely getting Book of the Week for me, is special. So we had Victoria Douglas on the show a little while back, talking about this book, and they had a fantastic time discussing it, and we had a fantastic time reading it.
Yes. Because as when we were interviewing them, they explained that it was how cats view what cats do.
Yes.
And how they bring a certain imagination to it. Like, it's not, I'm just knocking a glass off a counter.
Yeah, no. What is this?
Yeah.
This is something more than that. This is definitely something more than that. The alt comic vibe of this is super fresh. This book is coming from Behemoth. Behemoth is doing some great stuff in terms of fun, interesting stories, sometimes built on, existing video game properties or just something fun.
Yeah, they've got a couple movies coming up that are...
Yes. Now, is Happy Tank an imprint?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, super dope. I expect Happy Tank to have a long, thriving career. If you are a fan of creators like Jim Mahfood, yes.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, my God. Oh, he did the book Shark Knife. It's Corey... That's killing me. If you like Shark Knife, though, if you look up Shark Knife and you dig it, Cinnamon, definitely. Maybe even a little Paul Popish.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. This cat. Because, all right, spoiling nothing.
Yeah, because we don't do that.
This cat, in this story, is a very simple story. This cat is trying to get up from one counter to another counter to get the catnip that their owner put in a cabinet.
Yep. That's the story.
That's the story.
But, well, that's the plot.
That's the right way to...
The story, is so much deeper and richer than that. And it's super fun.
Yeah.
Like
reading it, I had this vibe like I was watching an over-the-top anime. And just like how everybody's excited voices, oh, God!
Yeah.
And that's...
This is Adult Swim ready. Like, literally, this being a short on Adult Swim, would have hella views. Like, immediately.
Yeah.
So, somebody in Adult Swimming needs to, like, get some cinnamon on your food, okay?
Yeah. It's one of those books that I feel like at some point, like 10 years from now, if I'm still in business, which I probably will be because my mortgage won't be paid off yet.
Oh, my God.
That someone will come in, like, after a movie gets optioned, like, do you have any of that cinnamon #1?
And you're like, fool, no! This book has been off the shelves for so long. What are you talking about? And then we turn around and you see it's Victoria, and we're like, no, we're joking. Like,
there you go.
No, we've got one.
Here's another copy.
Sign it.
Oh, I should have asked Victoria to do that when she was in today. I am so bad at marketing.
Why didn't you do that? You should have definitely done that.
I'm stupid.
Okay. Like, we'll hit him up and we'll be like, hey, can you come back and sign one or two?
Yeah.
Please. Make it special.
I'm bad at my own life.
Make it last.
That was the third best combination of ova and sperm.
Wow. Did you beat the other ones in utero? Like, I don't even understand what that is. That's scary. Okay. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our quick hot takes, the non-spoiler kind, because that's what we do here. And if you did, click that thumbs up, because we need that sort of validation and confirmation of our cool.
Helps our analytics and our logarithms.
You know that.
And every week, we bring this goodness to you. Every week. And the way to find out when we post it, hit the subscribe.
That's all you got to do. Push the button.
Hit the bell.
Yep.
And that'll let you know every time we upload some awesome sauce.
Ding! We drops in your DMs. We come in like a smooth talking pimp. You know what I'm saying? What up, girl? What up, guy? Read some comics. We got them for you.
Yeah. Meow.
Water Mitty.